Hello! It's the last section of this module where we will learn how to put together Google Surveys. It's a very useful skill to have, one that a surprisingly large number of people don't have. Google Surveys allow you to create simple or actually sometimes rather complicated surveys for free that you can send to your friends online. They can be for whatever you want. I've used them to teach classes. I know you've taken them in my class before. I've used them to do research at, actually academic level research, but I've also used them just to ask my friends what they're thinking about. So let's learn how to Google Survey. Not too complicated. Step one, get to Google Survey. You can get there by Googling Google Survey. It's actually called Google Forms, whatever. So here's what that page is going to look like. It'll bring up the surveys you've already made. You can see I've used this quite a few different times, and we actually have the survey that was available for you guys at the beginning of the class here. So let's start a new survey. And the survey itself is pretty straightforward. We can give it a name, practice, research, survey. This week, one of your activities will require you to put together a survey for the research questions you'll use for your research paper. So this is going to be super useful, and it automatically changes the title there when you click on it. Go ahead and make a question. Your first question should be about your independent variable. So let's just go with the height of boys and girls. So are you a boy or girl? And in fact, Google Survey is so smart that it reads your question and it tries to come up with answers for you. So in this multiple choice answer, it's coming up with female, male, prefer not to say other, and you can add all of them. So I'm just going to click add all. Useful. Next question. Hit that add question button. So let's come up with a confounding variable. We talked about, are you let's say, what level of high school are you in? And so in this case, Google did not automatically come up with an answer, so you can put junior, and then hit enter, senior, and then we'll put freshman. Wow, I am really great at spelling. Is that how you spell freshman? And sophomore. Yeah, whatever. Oh no, I decided I just want to use seniors and freshmen because I can't spell junior or sophomore. I'm just going to remove that. Hit the X to remove. Pretty dang straightforward. If you want to change the type of question you're working with, you could click on this and go, oh, drop down, check boxes. If you want to use continuous, if you want to create a continuous question, you could use this linear scale. You can say the answer should be from 1 to 4, with 1 meaning freshman and 4 meaning senior. Or if you want to change the question to how old are you? Question mark. You could actually go and say short answer. Now, you can just type in anything for this short answer, but you could make this a little bit better by using question validation. So click on those 3 dots there, response validation. And this is something you can use to make sure that people give an answer that follows your rules. The answer here, automatically it says it has to be a number, but you could pick that it has to be words or it has to be so long. In this case, the number needs to be greater than. We're going to say that people need to be at least 10 years old. You know what? How old are high school students? Like 15? We're going to say 15 years old, but 14 in case there's someone young there. And oh, we want to have more validation than that. They can't be older than, say, like 19. So we'll put between. And so they have to be between 14 and 19 years old. Custom error text. Sorry, my survey is not for you. If you only want students that are between 14 and 19 years old, it won't let them answer. If you want to make sure that people answer the question, just hit that required button. If you want to delete the question, duplicate the question, you got options there. You even have an option for a description. I want you to tell me your age. Alright, awesome. Simple, easy. You've finished your survey. What else can you do with it? Change colors. Pretty simple, straightforward there. What really matters is the send button. When you click send, you'll given a bunch of options. We don't really want to collect email addresses. Let's just click on this link button, and you can copy the form. You can click this shorten URL, and you can copy this, paste it into Facebook or Reddit, or if you want, you can email it to yourself and text people, whatever you want. That link is going to be what you need in order to complete the form. So if I just put that link in here, okay, here's the survey. Are you a boy or a girl? I am female, and I am 17 years old. Not really, just using an example. All right, we submit the survey, and it says your response has been recorded. Awesome. I could submit another response if I wanted to. Male, this time I'm 14. Great. And I'm submit another response. Prefer not to say. This time I'm 15. Submit. All right. So now that you've gathered some data, you'll notice that on the top here it says responses. 3. Wow, 3 people have answered the survey. And it gives you some simple graphs. A third of the responses were from male, female, and prefer not to say, and the ages given were 14, 15, and 17. This is useful for just a quick glance, but if you want to work with your data, you're going to want to click on this button, Create Spreadsheet. You can name the spreadsheet here, Create, and it'll open up a new page, and this spreadsheet will give you the data from your survey. So this is what we will be using when we get to analyzing our data. For the activity, I believe I'm going to require you to gather data from at least, 10 or 20 people. I know that I had just talked about sample size of 30 minimum, but who has 30 friends, right? Right. Anyway, hope that quick introduction to Google Survey makes sense to you. Once you've finished your survey, if you need help finding it, you just go back to that main Google Survey page, and lo and behold, there it is. Blammo! And if you need to find that responses thing again, you can always just click on that button, and it'll take you right back there. I hope this has been a reasonable and exciting and an interesting and useful introduction to Google Surveys. Have a wonderful day, and stay safe, y'all.